Welcome to English Podcast, your place to enjoy captivating stories and real conversations while improving your English. Listen anytime, anywhere, and boost your confidence step by step.
Let's imagine a small, quiet town nestled among rolling green hills. Picture a brand new school building, red brick gleaming in the morning sun. This is where our story begins, on the first day of school for a boy named Leo. He's a little nervous, clutching his new backpack straps tightly.
Leo had just moved to this town with his family over the summer. Everything was unfamiliar: the streets, the houses, and especially the school. He'd never been good at meeting new people, and the thought of a whole new class filled with unfamiliar faces made his stomach churn. Churn means to move around violently, like a washing machine.
He stood at the edge of the schoolyard, watching the other kids chase each other and laugh. They all seemed to know each other already. He felt like an outsider, standing on the periphery, that means on the outside edge of the action.
He took a deep breath and reminded himself that everyone feels a little awkward on their first day. He decided to be brave. He started walking towards the school entrance, his heart beating a little faster with each step. He hoped he could find his classroom easily. The school was quite large, a real labyrinth, like a maze.
He spotted a girl standing alone by a large oak tree, looking just as lost as he felt. She was fiddling with the strap of her bag, her eyes scanning the crowd. Leo thought she might be new too. He wondered if he should talk to her.
He hesitated for a moment, shuffling his feet. Shuffling means moving your feet without lifting them completely off the ground. He was battling his shyness, but the thought of facing the crowded hallways alone was even more daunting. Daunting means intimidating or discouraging.
So, Sarah, a bit nervous about her first day, finally found her classroom. It was room 202, right at the end of a long, brightly decorated corridor. Corridor means a hallway, the passageway connecting different rooms. She peeked inside, her heart pounding.
And what did she see, John? I bet it was a chaotic scene with students everywhere.
Actually, no. Surprisingly, the room was quite orderly. A few students were chatting quietly, some were reading, and others were just organizing their desks. It was a calming atmosphere, which eased Sarah's nerves a little. The word ease means to make something less intense, like easing the pressure or easing the pain.
That's good. A calm atmosphere is important on your first day. So, what did she do next? Did she just stand there peeking through the door?
No, of course not. She took a deep breath and stepped inside. A tall man with a friendly smile noticed her. "You must be Sarah," he said warmly. "I'm Mr. Johnson, your homeroom teacher. Welcome to our class."
Mr. Johnson sounds nice. Homeroom teacher is the teacher who is responsible for a particular class, right? They're like the main teacher for those students.
Exactly. Mr. Johnson then led Sarah to an empty desk next to a girl with bright red hair. "Sarah, this is Emily," he said. "Emily, I'd like you to introduce Sarah to everyone and help her settle in." Settle in means to become comfortable in a new place.
That's kind of him. Having a buddy on the first day can make a big difference. Did Emily seem friendly?
Oh, yes, very friendly. Emily gave Sarah a wide smile and said, "Hi Sarah. Welcome. Don't worry, everyone here is really nice." She then proceeded to introduce Sarah to a few other students sitting nearby. Proceed means to continue or to move forward with something.
It sounds like things are looking up for Sarah. Making new friends on the first day is a great start. I wonder what happened next in class.
So, to quickly recap what's happened so far in our story. Leo, our main character, is nervous about his first day at a new school. He's moved to a new town and doesn't know anyone. He's worried about fitting in, finding his classes, and generally just surviving the day.
Exactly. He had a bit of a rough start, remember? He spilled juice on himself at breakfast, which definitely didn't boost his confidence. And then he got lost trying to find the main office. It's all very relatable, those first day jitters, those feelings of nervousness.
He did manage to find his first class though, right? And he met a friendly girl named Sarah who helped him out a bit. She showed him where to sit and even offered to share her notes. That was a turning point, I think.
Yes, a small act of kindness can make a big difference, especially on a nerve-wracking day like that. Remember how relieved Leo felt? He went from feeling completely lost and alone to having at least one friendly face in the crowd. He also found out Sarah was in his math class. That means at least one familiar person around.
Let's see what happens next. It's still early in the day, and lots can happen on your first day at a new school. I wonder if he'll make any more friends or if anything else unexpected happens. It can be quite an adventure.
I'm curious too. Will he join any clubs? Will he participate in class? Overcoming shyness can be a big hurdle, you know. He has to try and break out of his comfort zone a bit. I wonder how challenging it will be for him. This is his first day after all. Let's find out.
During lunch, I finally found an empty table. A girl with bright pink hair approached me. She looked friendly, but I was still a bit apprehensive. Mind if I sit here? She asked. Apprehensive means feeling anxious or worried about something that might happen. In this case, I was nervous about making friends.
I remember that feeling. Starting at a new school can be daunting, a word that means intimidating or discouraging. But taking a deep breath and just being yourself is half the battle won.
Exactly. So, this girl, whose name I later learned was Lila, was incredibly bubbly, which means full of energy and enthusiasm. She was very welcoming and told me all about the different clubs and activities at school.
That's great. Having someone like that can really make a difference. It can help you to integrate or become part of the new environment more quickly. It's the opposite of feeling isolated or alone.
Lila also used the phrase, hit the ground running, when she described how quickly the school year was moving. It means to start something energetically and successfully.
Right. She basically meant that I needed to get involved quickly to keep up with everything. And she helped me to do just that. She even invited me to try out for the school play. Try out, in this context, means to audition or test your skills for a role.
The play was called The Lost City of Eldoria. I wasn't sure about acting, but Lila was very persuasive, which means she was good at convincing me. She said I had a natural flair for the dramatic. Flair means a natural talent or aptitude for something.
So, persuaded by Lila and the possibility of finding my place in this new school, I agreed to at least watch a rehearsal. Rehearsal is a practice session for a performance. It helps you to prepare and improve your act. The play sounded very intriguing, which means engaging, capturing your attention.
Okay, let's recap the story of Leo's first day. He woke up feeling anxious. That nervous feeling you get in your stomach about starting at a brand new school. He didn't know anyone and was worried about fitting in. Remember, fitting in means finding your place in a group.
Right. And when he got to Northwood High, it was huge and confusing. He got lost trying to find his homeroom. He felt overwhelmed, like it was all too much to handle, and almost gave up and went home. That's a relatable feeling.
He bumped into a friendly girl named Sarah, who was also new. They helped each other navigate, meaning to find their way around the school and even found their homeroom together. That was a lucky break. A lucky break means a fortunate or unplanned positive event.
Then during lunch, Leo accidentally spilled juice on a boy who looked a bit intimidating, like someone who might be a bully. Remember, intimidating describes someone who appears scary or powerful.
But it turned out the boy, David, was actually really kind and understanding. He even invited Leo to join him and his friends at their table. Leo was relieved, meaning he felt a sense of calm after being worried.
He started to make friends, participated in class, even answered a tough question correctly in history. He realized that his initial fears were unfounded, meaning they weren't based on any real reason.
By the end of the day, Leo wasn't just relieved, he was excited. He'd faced his fears, made new friends, and found that starting fresh at Northwood High could actually be a really positive experience.
He discovered that even when things seemed daunting, a bit scary and overwhelming at first, taking that first step, like Sarah did when she approached him, can make all the difference.
And that's the story of Leo's first day, a day that started with anxiety but ended with promise and the potential for a great year at his new school.
It's a good reminder that new beginnings can be challenging but also full of exciting possibilities. And remember, possibilities means things that could potentially happen.
Thanks for listening to English Boost. Remember, practice a little every day and you'll see big results. See you in the next episode.